Well, welcome back, asterisk sister wives asterisk fans, because what we're about to break down tonight is not just another difficult moment for the family, not just another awkward silence or misleading statement, but a psychological blowout that impost fans across social media immediately knew it was more than just another uncomfortable moment for the sister wives family, a blowout that begins with this very innocent sounding question on asterisk sister wives asterisk itself. What is your process if one of the ex-wives wanted to come back? Because from behind the screen and looking at the face that immediately contorts in anguish the second the question is even asked, fans knew it wasn't sadness those fans saw on Robyn's face. They saw rejection. And on the other side of the screen and the typing dash away dash and dash asterisk sister wives asterisk fans is none other than Mykelti Brown, who not only saw this play out on the screen in front of her and reacted with more insight than most might have expected. A very raw and very emotional take that's not only very hurtful, but very necessary if you're on the other side of the looking glass and watching this play out for the very first time. Social media immediately latched onto this reaction. Videos looping of the moment over and over with captions such as "This is the moment it all clicked, and you can't fake this kind of disgust." Because Robyn didn't hesitate in confusion. She hesitated because the answer was obvious, and she knew it would sound terrible if she said it out loud. So she attempted to pivot, to temper, to refocus it into hope, danger, something overwhelming to her emotions, which of course didn't go well, hilariously so. As soon as Mykelti pointed out what the rest of the audience was already thinking, the expression said no louder than a fire truck, there was no unringing the bell. The audience immediately drew comparisons to other seasons, other interviews, other statements Robyn's made about wanting one household, one family, one future. And the disconnect was ear-shattering, as one could not reconcile years of preaching about the strength of togetherness with the vocal tone of invasion versus the tone of loss, which of course the conversation now moves to, as it no longer remains about the ex-wives coming back to the mingle and the meetups and the follow-throughs, as the topic now focuses more upon the way in which Robyn treats the people who were already part of this family long before she was. And which word from the episode now enters the fray, sparking the fire which the internet could not contain. The word, now explosive, parasite. When the word parasite comes up with Mykelti and Tony about the way in which Robyn responded to the situation, it is not bandied about flippantly, it's analyzed, it's broken down, it's explained. As to use the word about another human being actually now classifies you, not as the better or more superior person, not even the better human rights advocate, but as the person with the worldviews of a fascinator, as it suggests not only the utter disgust of the point of contention, but also sees the other person, not merely the other human, not the other wife, not the other person who looks to the next person to enable them to achieve greatness. A mere human who, by association to better people, manages to elevate the better people to even more greatness by the way in which she selfishly takes from the group. And so it would seem the use of this word would create more problems and more answers to be solved, as it dismantled the world as Robyn knew it to be true all these years about who she was, what she was doing, and why she did what she did with her newfound love of wanting to be part of one household, one family, one future with the rest of the Brown family members, when the definition of the word parasite could itself now mean the complete opposite to this, and commenters went ballistic with examples of timelines, financial patterns, emotional labor discrepancies, and examples of exclusion. And everybody agreed that if Robyn believes these ex-wives and children are parasites, then she has some nerve about alienating, distancing, and controlling them. This is where it gets dark in the tone of this documentary, because this isn't just soap operatic anymore. It's about power struggles. It's about hierarchies. It's about who's essential and who's disposable. And Mykelti's response hurts because she's not just someone on the outside looking in. She's not just some critic or some blogger looking to make dollars by making noise about the show. She's someone who's previously defended this woman, someone whose husband Tony has publicly rallied around, and when someone like this starts to lose their protection, there's something fundamental that's gone south. and fans, of course, caught on to how Mykelti's own words weren't bitter. They were hurt, confused, almost grief-stricken. Like someone just realized that the door to this relationship has always been closed when it really mattered. And this isn't just about some cable television show, because everyone in this comment section could relate to this experience with estrangement in their own families, because this specific moment transcended everything, because this moment has contributed to something universal instead, because everyone in this comment section has experienced something like this, because this moment isn't about strangers, this moment about people like Mykelti, and this moment's about people like everyone else, because this moment touches everyone's baseline experience about something fundamental, because everything this family's doing, everything has something to do with this question that's about something fundamental, because this question has been asked for years, because this question's about something fundamental, because this question about something fundamental connects everything to this fundamental question, because this fundamental question has something to do with something fundamental, because every not loud but quiet. It is the tension within what is not said, within what Mykelti catches herself thinking, within what Robyn refuses to say cleanly, within what the audience collectively waits for but never hears in its entirety. And it is what makes that moment so electrifying, because it feels as if the beginning of the end, rather than the end itself, is what they are witnessing instead. As the video continues to spread through social media circles, as more reaction videos work their way through the internet channels, as fans examine each frame, each clip, each sentence, one thing emerges that cannot possibly go unseen. Whatever Robyn was trying to convey through that one brief instant, the truth was something far more different. And when that realization takes root, it will never simply fade, but rather spread, strengthen, demand its due. Because something far more sinister rode through that reaction to rip the dam the story has been behind for far too long. And if you are picking up on the undertones or feel the shift in the tides through all that transpired, you do best to hit the button to support the video and to subscribe to the channel before the next installment, because the truth surrounding the story to come will not simply center, but pivot around what happens when the truth escapes through the dam that has been holding back the floodgates for far too long.